Some people smile the moment the sky darkens and the first drops hit the ground. While the world sees inconvenience, they feel comfort, calm, and something close to relief. Rain doesn't interrupt their day. It feels like an invitation to finally breathe. This is the psychology of people who love rain, and it begins much deeper than weather. At first, loving rain sounds like a simple preference, almost aesthetic or poetic. But psychology tells us that preferences tied to emotion are rarely simple. Rain changes the pace of the world without asking anyone's permission. For certain minds, that change feels like emotional alignment rather than disruption. When rain falls, the world becomes quieter in a very specific way. Sharp sounds soften, crowds thin out, and colors lose their harsh edges. This reduction in stimulation gives the nervous system a rare moment of rest. People who love rain often crave this quiet more than they realize. Many rain lovers are emotionally sensitive, even if they don't appear fragile. They feel things deeply, think often, and carry unspoken emotional layers inside them. Sunny chaos can feel overwhelming, even when life is going well. Rain creates an external calm that matches their internal need for gentleness. Psychologically, rain also removes social pressure. Plans get canceled, expectations loosen, and productivity slows down. There is suddenly permission to stay in, reflect, or do nothing at all. For someone who constantly feels on, this feels like emotional safety. But wait till you hear this part, because loving rain is often misunderstood. People assume rain lovers are sad, lonely, or stuck in negative thinking. In reality, rain doesn't create sadness. It allows honesty. It gives emotions space to exist without being rushed or corrected. Rain also activates memory in a powerful way. The smell of wet earth, the sound on rooftops, and the dim light trigger nostalgia. The brain shifts into a reflective mode where past moments surface naturally. For many, rain feels like reconnecting with earlier versions of themselves. Another psychological layer is surrender. Rain reminds us that not everything can be controlled or scheduled. People who love rain often find comfort in letting go of control. They feel peace when the world slows down without their effort. Rain changes how time feels. Minutes stretch, thoughts deepen, and moments feel fuller. And in a world obsessed with speed, rain forces stillness. Rain lovers don't fear that stillness. They feel held by it. What happens next will surprise you, because loving rain also reveals emotional strength. These people are often comfortable sitting with feelings instead of escaping them. They don't need constant excitement to feel alive or validated. And in part 2, we'll explore how rain connects to healing, creativity, and why rain lovers often see meaning where others see inconvenience. Rain doesn't just calm them, it opens something inside them that daily life keeps locked. When the rain begins, emotions rise gently instead of crashing all at once. Sadness, relief, gratitude, and longing can exist together without fighting for attention. This emotional permission is rare, and rain lovers recognize it instantly. Psychologically, rain creates a safe container for feeling. The world outside becomes blurred, distant, and less demanding. There is no pressure to be cheerful, productive, or impressive. For people who love rain, this feels like being allowed to be fully human. Many rain lovers discover that their creativity sharpens during rainfall. Ideas flow easier, words feel closer, and imagination feels less restricted. Rain provides rhythm without distraction, like a quiet companion in the background. Artists, writers, and deep thinkers often associate rain with their most honest work. But wait till you hear this part, because rain also plays a role in emotional healing. Rain mirrors emotional release in a way the brain understands instinctively. Just as the sky lets go, the mind feels permission to soften its grip. Crying, reflecting, or simply feeling becomes less threatening. People who love rain often learned early that emotions needed space, not suppression. They discovered that avoiding feelings made them heavier over time. Rain teaches them that emotions pass when they are allowed to move. This understanding creates emotional resilience rather than emotional avoidance. Rain lovers also tend to have a deep relationship with solitude. They don't see being alone as emptiness, but as restoration. Rain enhances solitude without making it lonely. It turns isolation into intimacy with the self. Another surprising psychological trait is empathy. People who love rain often notice subtle shifts in mood, tone, and energy in others. Their emotional sensitivity makes them good listeners and quiet supporters. They don't rush to fix pain, and because they know presence matters more. Rain also reshapes how they view happiness. Happiness doesn't have to be loud, bright, or celebrated publicly. It can be quiet, private, and deeply felt. Rain lovers understand that joy can exist in softness. Over time, this relationship with rain becomes symbolic. Rain represents acceptance, emotional honesty, and inner balance. It becomes a reminder that life doesn't need perfect conditions to feel meaningful. Sometimes, meaning arrives wrapped in gray skies and falling water. What happens next will surprise you, because loving rain is not escapism. It is engagement with life at a slower, deeper frequency. Rain lovers don't hide from the world. They meet it differently. They listen instead of rushing, and feel instead of numbing. And if you've ever felt calm when the rain started, you're not strange or broken. Your mind may simply be wired for depth, reflection, and emotional truth. If this story resonated with you, there are many more like it waiting to be explored. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what rain makes you feel when the world finally slows down.